organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, we have the latest updates on U.S. Ebola cases and how White House is celebrating one woman's survival.
And while most crawls in Iowa City are around the bars, this crawl had a spookier focus.
And in sports,
Iowa field hockey downs 4th-ranked Penn State. We have all the details coming up.
All this and more on tonight's edition of Daily Iowan TV.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Selena Carr.
And I'm Austin Love. The third case of Ebola in the U.S. has been confirmed in New York City.
33-year-old Dr. Craig Spencer started showing symptoms days after his return from Africa. On Friday, he tested positive for the virus. According to doctors, his condition worsened yesterday. Doctors continue to treat him with hopes he will beat it, like Dallas nurse Nisa Pham.
President Obama invited Pham to the Oval Office Friday to show support for fighting the virus here at home.
Part of that movement involves quarantining doctors returning from African nations. A nurse in New York, Jersey is one of the first to be placed in mandatory quarantine after returning from Sierra Leone. Casey Hitchcocks has tested negative twice, but hospital officials told her she will be held for 21 days.
Please confirm the remains found in rural Virginia are those of missing University of Virginia student Hannah Graham. Authorities found body parts and clothes about 12 miles from campus. Graham went missing on September 13th from Charlottesville. She was last seen with Jesse Matthew Jr., who has been charged with abduction. Police said the investigation will now focus on the charges that will be brought on the suspect.
A freshman student opened fire in his school cafeteria Friday in Marysville Pilchuck High School in Washington State. The student Jalen Freiberg killed one girl and wounded 4 other students before turning the gun on himself. After shots were fired, students and teachers ran from the cafeteria to take cover. One student even pulled the fire alarm to get people out of the building. According to his fellow students, Freiberg was a very normal and popular freshman, and he was just crowned freshman homecoming prince. The wounded teens are still in serious condition and are recovering in local hospitals.
Neighboring high school Oak Harbor was scheduled to host Pilchuck High for the division football title Friday night. But after the shooting at Pilchuck, the Oak Harbor team decided to offer up the championship title without playing the game. Oak Harbor made the offer just a few hours after the incident, and the team also showed up at the school to show their support.
Iowa City police are investigating a reported robbery from early Sunday morning. A man reported he was robbed at gunpoint in the 300 block of Clinton Street near downtown around 2 a.m. The victim described the suspects as 2 black men in their early 20s. They took money and other property from the victim.
A woman who stole over $100,000 from the University of Iowa received 3 years probation for 3 counts of mail fraud. Between 2003 and 2011, Jennifer Whitmore Meyer bought nearly 600 items of university money without approval from the UI. She also sold those items on eBay for profit. Whitmore Meyer admitted to acting with intent to defraud when taking the university's money.
Trading cash for convenience, debit or credit cards may feel like the best way to pay, but you run the risk of your information falling into the wrong hands. Daily Iowan TV's Tanner Sigworth has how you and your bank work to keep that information safe.
Many are giving up cash for the speed and convenience of paying by card, a transition that is as easy for the merchant as it is for the customer.
Cash is a labor-intensive process for a merchant. They have to be able to collect all that cash. They have to be able to count all that cash. All of that takes time. All of that takes money to do and to count all those things.
But recent data breaches at major retail stores such as Target and Staples have customers worried about who has access to their financial information.
Very important that folks monitor their accounts on a consistent basis, whether you've been a victim or been part of a breach or not. If you notice that there are transactions on your account that you haven't done or are not familiar with you at all, contact your financial institution right away.
And your financial institution keeps close watch on all your transactions to catch any fraudulent charges before it's too late.
Every time you use your card at any particular place, it goes through a fraud monitoring or filtering system, and it looks at, what is this particular transaction? Is it consistent with transactions that you've done in the past in terms of a merchant, in terms of dollar amount, in terms of location?
Keeping a close watch on your accounts keeps your money out of someone else's pocket. This is Tanner Sigworth for Daily Iowan TV.
Still to come on Daily Iowan TV, learn about where Iowa City ranks compared to other places to live in the Midwest.
And in sports, see what Hawkeye football defensive lineman will face a one-game suspension.
Selena, that beautiful fall weather just keeps on coming. It's been awesome.
I hope it sticks around for this Halloween weekend.
And let's turn it over to Katie Sextro in the weather studio to give us a look at our forecast. Katie?
This week we'll have one more warm day before it starts to cool off again and feel like fall. Tomorrow morning will be nice with temps of about 59 degrees. It will warm up to around 73 in the afternoon and will stay comfortable in the evening with temperatures in the low 60s. We'll see mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. Tuesday and Wednesday will bring cooler temps and sunny skies. Both days will be in the mid to upper 50s, and in the evenings it will drop to the 30s. Thursday looks about the same with temps in the 50s with partly cloudy skies and a small chance of rain. Friday and Saturday will be cooler with temperatures around 49, clear sunny skies, and little chance of rain. You will definitely want to bundle up if you're going out for Halloween. Temps will dip down to the lower 30s and possibly 20s both evenings. That's all I've got for weather. Selena and Austin, back to you at the desk.
Halloween is just around the corner, and to kick off the festivities, little goblins and ghouls creeped around campus Friday night. Daily Iowan TV's Megan Sanchez headed to the museum and checked out the creepy event.
Deck the halls with Spooky Fair, Halloween Fair, and you can stop in at every room and see a character from your favorite spooky tale.
The 8th annual Creepy Campus Crawl at the University of Iowa was a spooky night to remember.
My favorite part is really the student involvement. We give them a bunch of cardboard and supplies, and they turn it into a new wonderland. And it's also really bringing new people in the doors. A lot of people visit us, as you can see, and so it's really just new faces and opening up the museum for new visitors.
And of course, costumes were an important part of the event.
As you can see, everyone at the Creepy Campus Crawl was super decked out in Halloween gear. I looked a little out of place.
9-year-old Bo Semino chose to be a character from the new Star Wars Rebels movie.
Well, I just thought he looked very cool, and I just felt like being him because he has a double red lightsaber. He's a Sith master, and he knows how to use the Force.
Hundreds of families turned out for the event, and college students volunteered to entertain the kiddos. Reporting from the UI Museums,
Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween!
We'll have a happy Halloween.
Megan Sanchez, Daily Iowan TV.
Be sure to stick with Daily Iowan TV as we bring you more coverage of what's going on for this spooky holiday this week.
Iowa City ranked number 7 on the list of top 10 Midwest places to live by Movoto Real Estate. The rankings are based off quality of life, tax rates, commute time, weather, and other criteria. Other Iowa cities that made the list were Urbandale and West Des Moines.
The University of Iowa was awarded the Silver Bicycle Friendly University Award this past week by the League of American Bicyclists. The league judges the applicants on their effort to promote bicycling through engineering, encouragement, education, enforcement, and evaluation. The UI is the first university in Iowa to be designated a bicycle-friendly university.
Iowa field hockey captured an impressive win on Saturday for their last matchup of the season at Grant Field.
For more on their win, we'll toss it over to Laura Belanda and Taylor Brooks in the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio right after this.
I joined, and now I make videos for the university. I joined, and now I work for the most trusted news source in America. SJC.
Thanks, guys, and welcome back to the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. I'm Laura Belanda.
And I'm Taylor Brooks. Tonight we kick off the program with a dominating victory Saturday from the Iowa field hockey squad.
That's right, Taylor. Number 15 Iowa downed the number 4 Penn State Nittany Lions in a 4-0 victory, and 3 Hawkeye seniors took the field at home for the last time. Taylor Bartz has the recap.
Field hockey fans were in for a real treat yesterday when the Hawkeyes took on number 4 ranked Penn State. The Hawkeyes looked to bring home a W to honor their seniors in their last home game of the season, and they did not disappoint, posting a 4-0 shutout.
We keyed into the game plan from starting on Tuesday and then every day in practice, and they fully was well prepared and they executed every part of it. And really, that was the first time Penn State was shut out all year. So our defense was dominating, and that's what we've been waiting for.
The first goal was scored 15 minutes into the first half by sophomore Chandler Akers, giving the girls some much-needed momentum against a tough Penn State defense.
I mean, all practice we've been saying we have to score first, and right when we did, we just knew that that was going to be it. And we played the best game of our season today, and we played all full 70 minutes, so it all stemmed from that first goal.
The girls didn't stop there. 7 minutes later, junior Natalie Cafone put another on the board for the Hawkeyes, making it her 18th goal of the season and putting her on the program's top 10 scoring list. Keeping the momentum going with just under 10 minutes to go in the first half, sophomore Stephanie Norlander put the Hawkeyes up 3-0 before heading into halftime. With the momentum on their side coming back from halftime, and with the help of a strong Hawkeye defense powered by goalie Alexandria Pecora, the girls held off the Nittany Lions and ended strong 47 minutes into the game when senior Danny Hemian scored the 4th and final goal of the game in her last home game as a Hawkeye.
I mean, being able to play on Grant one more time is always, there's no better place in the country to play, and just being able to walk away with a shutout and a 4-0 win, you can't ask for any more than that.
But the season isn't over yet, and the girls are looking to keep this momentum going as they set their sights on their last game of the season against Maryland on November 1st.
It's really good for our confidence, and we just showed today that we can play a full game for 70 minutes, and we just have to bring it to next week and finish out the season this strong.
Taylor Bartz, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
Thanks for that, Taylor. And that's right, the squad is on the road at Maryland on November 1st, wrapping up their Big Ten season. After that, they head into the Big Ten tournament beginning November 6th.
Although Iowa football was on a bye week, Big Ten football action still continued. We have your latest DITV Big Ten Power Rankings. No shocker that the Michigan State, Ohio State, and Nebraska maintain the top 3 spots from last week after all 3 teams gained a win this weekend.
But that number 4 spot will change with Wisconsin moving up after a dominating 52-7 victory over Maryland. They will replace Minnesota after their 28-24 loss against Illinois.
Also moving up are both Northwestern and Penn State. Northwestern on a bye still has plenty of games within reach, and is about time their winning streak kicked in. And for Penn State, they had a close shave against Ohio State leading to overtime, but couldn't finish it out.
Some unfortunate news came from Iowa's bye week, and as a result, a missing piece of the defense. Sophomore linebacker Reggie Spearman was cited for an operating while intoxicated offense early Saturday morning between the intersection of Burlington and Madison Streets. Head football coach Kirk Ferentz released a statement Saturday stating, "I was disappointed to hear of the charges against Reggie. Reggie will face a minimum 1-game suspension as well as other consequences within the program. We will work with authorities in gathering all of the facts. Reggie will go through the UI Student-Athlete Code of Conduct process, and we'll move forward from there." Spearman, a Chicago native, has started all 7 games this season and recorded 34 tackles.
And a former Hawkeye, Sean Green, also making headlines. Now a Tennessee Titans running back, Green was arrested Friday night. Green was charged with a handful of charges in an incident that stemmed from him parking in a handicapped parking space. When a parking enforcement officer approached Green to issue a citation, police say he maneuvered his BMW around the officer's vehicle and took off. Green turned himself in around 9 p.m. and posted a $2,000 bond. He was then released at 10:38 p.m. Green has missed the last 2 games due to a hamstring injury, but no visible consequences were given to Green, seeing as he posted 1 carry during the 38-16 loss against the Houston Texans earlier this afternoon.
That'll do it for us here in the sports studio.
Tune in to tomorrow's program as our Whip Around crew is back in action to catch you up everything Hawkeye sports from over the weekend.
Austin, Selena, back to you 2 in the studio.
That's all we have time for tonight on Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, same time, same place.
Or anytime online at dailyiowan.com. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.